Hey guys, welcome back to Karting with Chris. Today's video is going to be the Fall 3 final race. Now for today's race we will be starting in 4th out of 9 people, and you're probably thinking 9 people, that's not a lot of racers. And you're right, 9 people is not a lot, but as the pre-final showed, you don't need that many people to have a decent race. Now, if you didn't watch my pre-final race, I am wearing pink gloves. You can't see them right now, but you will later. I'm wearing pink gloves for breast cancer awareness, and I also said I was going to donate 25 cents for every view I got within the first 24 hours. So if I bust out the old calculator here, that is 150 times 0.25 divided by 73 times 96 square root of 93, carry the 7, add the coefficient of 71.
A lot of boring math later.
And then divide the whole thing by 0.172. And that comes out to $37.50. So I will be donating $37.50 to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Hopefully that money can be put to good use. So after that crazy long math problem, we're now in the formation lap here. We're starting in 4th place, like I said at the beginning, and the outside is not ideal around this track. You usually lose a couple positions on the outside. So we're going to try our best to hold our position, if not gain some. But starting in 3rd, we have Ethan. Directly in front of us, we have Aiden. And on pole is a person of the name Brian. So we're going through the last couple of corners here, and Brian is going very slow, which will help us stick it around the outside, so that's very good for us. We're going down the back straight here. We're pushing Aiden. We're looking for the flagman to wave green, and we're going to go into split screen because it's going to get a little interesting at the start here. Flagman's waving green, we're good to go. So watch on the right hand side of your screen. You're going to see some people go sideways. They're going to spin off. We're up into 3rd place now, and the top 2 have gapped us like crazy, and we're gonna check the replay on exactly what the heck just happened. So sadly my cameras didn't really get the best angle for this, so we're gonna use the backwards camera for this one. Watch number 677. This is Mackenzie. She does her wheelie impersonation and just messes it all up and then gets on top of Ethan here. And I'm very fortunate that I did not get collected by this, because you can see I was right there and could have easily been in the grass. But we're going to unfreeze it here, and you can see the chaos that has just happened. We did go up into 3rd place, but the top 2 did pull away. So at this point of the race, I am looking over my cart, making sure nothing is broken, and I'm pretty sure nothing is broken. I decided to keep going with the race here. But I really thought this was going to be a red flag situation, so I was looking around for any red flags. They decided just to keep it yellow and continue with the race. So like I said earlier, the top 2 are already drafting and working together, trying to pull away from me. I've got Ross behind me. He actually started in last. He was able to drive around most of it. As we can see through turn 1, there's still a cart in the grass over there. But Ross is behind us, and he has now caught up to me as the top 2 are looking for moves. Doesn't quite happen, but we've got Ross behind me now, and we can try and draft together and catch up to the top 2. So in a scenario like this, it's gonna be a little hard to catch up to them. We do have Ross pushing us, but they are also working together. So it's gonna come down to whoever's just the tiniest bit faster. They're gonna either pull away or catch up, or if they decide to start battling with each other, because I'm pretty sure Ross wants to catch up to them. Makes sense to do that. So down the straights, we're both going to be roughly the same because we both have slipstreams. So through the corners is basically where we're going to try and catch up to them the most. Turn 3 right here, we are going to get a little bit closer. You can see that right there. We're about 2 or 3 cart lengths behind them, but we're still not close enough for that draft. So on this lap, we're not going to catch up to them fully. Another good place to catch up to people is 7 through the braking zone. Just brake a little later. You can see we got a little bit closer, but it's still not enough. So going through turns 8 and 9 right here, I get a little bit of understeer going through turn 8, and that is purely because I'm really pushing hard. A little bit of driver error there. During the pre-final, I did have a lot of grip, like a little too much. It has cooled down now, so I did feel like my grip levels were normal. So the things where you see me mess up are mainly driver error. But it's looking like we're not really catching up to the top two here. We gotta hope that they make a mistake or go for a move, because at this rate, I think it's gonna be about a stalemate. So if it does end up being a stalemate, then I'll just battle with Ross for P3. Hopefully he'll let me get P3. Ross is actually a very fast driver. He could have passed me by now, but he knows that he has to work together with me in order to catch up to the top two drivers. So we're on lap 5 now. Again, the gap is staying about even. We're really hoping one of them makes a mistake or a move, but at this point, it's looking like it's gonna stay the same for a while. So coming out of turn 3 and then going through the chicane, we're gonna look behind us. You see Ross is poking his nose behind us. Obviously I didn't see this because I didn't look, but this is him looking at the gap in front of us. He obviously didn't go for the move, but if he did, would have brought us further back. So I would say we are inching a little closer, but it's still nothing significant. So we just gotta really nail one lap, and I think we'll be right on their bumper. So we just ended lap 5. We're now on lap 6, and this is where things are gonna go towards our favor. We see Brian up front goes a little wide through 2. Aiden's gonna swoop on the inside of turn 3. We're going side by side with Brian here. Don't have enough momentum. We're gonna slide behind him. And now we've finally caught up to them. Now we're in a train of 4. You can see, actually, I didn't have a good enough momentum coming out of the chicane, but going through 7, we're right on Brian's bumper. So at this point of the race, you gotta question, why did Aiden pass him? Because now he's brought more people into this battle. And I think he passed him because he thought he was a little too slow. So if he slows me down, maybe we should pass him too. Aiden's not quite pulling away from him. Going through turn 2, we accidentally bang into the back of him, and then that allows Ross to swoop on the outside of turn 3. I've got poor momentum coming out. Ross is going to have to go by. I point him by because I didn't want to have to lose any momentum to the top guys, and that really screwed me up. As you can see, I am no longer in the draft of Ross. So coming out of turn 7 here, we can actually see Ross is shuffling forwards, trying to get more momentum, I guess. And then down the straights, he just does it more. I think we should call it the Ross shuffle. I don't actually know if it was faster, but you can clearly see not in the draft of anyone now. And at this point, I was panicking like heck, because as soon as Ross gets in that draft with the top 2, it's going to be game over for me, because they're going to pull away because I have no one else to draft with. So coming out of turn 3 and then going through the chicane, you can see Ross is in the draft of the people in front of him now. You see how much they pull me down the straights here. And this was just a total kick in the nuts for me.
In the plums!
Because I was really hoping I could have had a good fight with them. I mean, even if I ended up 4th, hopefully a good fight would have been nice. But now you can see I'm no longer with them. You can see me shaking my head with frustration. But I'm no longer with them now. Now I just gotta hope that they start fighting. If they're smart, they won't, and they'll ditch me. But yeah, pretty devastated at this point. Now the only person I can blame is myself, as Ross does look for the move through the chicane, but he thinks better of it, and that's actually gonna give him poor momentum coming out. So I don't know if he's in the draft yet. I can't quite see it. I'm not in his draft, so maybe this is a light at the end of the tunnel. We're gonna push like heck to catch up to him, but you can see he is a faster driver than me. Coming out of the last couple of corners here, he's gonna slowly pull away. I want to say my engine wasn't as strong as everyone else's, but that is a stupid excuse, and I think it's just purely driver error. So going through turn 2, the top 2 are going a little bit side by side. That's going to slow them down a bit, and that actually allows Ross to catch right back up to them, and we have not caught up to them. So you're going to see them pull away from me on the straights here, and we're back where we were before, no longer with them. So I'm going to give you the bad news. We did not end up catching up to them. They played the smart card and decided to work together for the rest of the race up until the last couple laps. And so we're going to skip it forward to lap 14, where you can see how much they gapped us. So on lap 14, there was someone behind us slowly catching up to us, and that person was Landon. So Landon was actually fast all weekend long, and he just didn't have the best starts for both races, so that's why he was pretty far behind. So he's able to catch up to me, and we're on the second to last lap now. I'm gonna have to defend against him, and I'm gonna tell you now, guys, I don't have a lot of experience defending. If you've seen my videos, I'm mainly on the offense. So we're going to go defensive through the chicane right here. We're going to pull over to the left-hand side. I did it very slowly on purpose to really confuse him to see if I was defending or not. Make him go the long way around. He gets the cutback. I'm fine with that because I got the inside for the next couple of corners. So I've got the inside, and then going through the last corners here, he backed off, got in my draft, pulled along the inside, wasn't able to go defensive again, and now he's ahead of me. So going into turn 1, I'm going to try and get some sort of cutback, but he was able to hold it nicely. We still have his draft, so maybe we can gain the position back. Going through 3, we're able to hold it, but you can see just I'm in his draft, but I'm not actually catching up to him. So this was a hint that maybe my motor is a little bad, but you know, I still don't want to blame it on the motor. I was kind of driving like crap. Going through 7, again, really close, not quite able to be there. Turns 8, 9, we're right on his bumper, but still not able to catch up to him. And it's going to end up in 5th place. So that's a Karting with Chris video confirmed yet again, another 5th place, as I accidentally banged into Landon there. Sorry, Landon. But that's another Karting with Chris video confirmed. I was a little upset at the time of this race because I was so close to the front. Just that one mistake really screwed us up. But good racing from everyone, especially Landon from coming from so far back. But that's all I have for today. If you liked the video, please subscribe. If you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, please comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.